We're not doing the repeat. No.
Yellow, and welcome to episode 208. No, I did not just look at my phone to find out what episode it was, but we are on episode 208 of Comedians Interviewing Musicians. My name is Becky Joe. This is my beautiful and talented co-host, Kim Stacy.
Hello there.
Hello there. And we are joined by the incredibly talented Don Denham. A round of applause, ladies, gentlemen, girls, gays, and theys.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you so much, Dawn, for joining us. I appreciate it.
Oh, so happy to be here. I've been a fan and heckler for years.
Definitely a heckler, definitely a friend of the pod, definitely adjacent to a Jake Lloyd, who we've had at the show. Like, hello, like we've seen you. Thank you so much again for gracing. Yes, but thanks for gracing us with your debut solo interview tour. That's so dope.
Yeah, thanks for being my first interview. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh,
are we the first stop on the tour?
Y'all are my interview virginity. I tried combining those two and it
didn't. We love a portmanteau.
You took my inner virtue? No, that sounds much worse.
No, I like the first one.
Virginity is a construct, but we're here for this, and we are so excited to host you. And we're honestly I'm super excited for you to venture onto this solo venue. So thanks again for having us be a part of that. We have your PayPal and your Venmo linked in the bio and then on a running ticker at the bottom of the screen. If you would like to donate, please go on over to sorry, I almost said YouTube. YouTube, you don't get any more money. You have nothing.
Get out of here.
No, please go on over to Venmo and PayPal. And we decided that the skull emoji is your tax deductible emoji, your C17 or whatever it is. Yes, the skull emoji. Please use the music firsthand fist bump and then the skull emoji when you tip so that Dawn can keep track to make sure the government pigeons don't attack any hoozle. We'd also like to thank our patrons and sponsors for being a part of this today. I am on a lot of Dayquil. That's why I said government pigeons. Please, no one take me seriously. I saw Kim's eyes roll into the back of 2015.
You just made pigeons more scary because I don't like birds. And so you were like government pigeons. And I was like, okay, now I'm like, oh, what do I cover? My head or my uterus?
See, now my dog's barking and now the conspiracy theory is officially confirmed. I don't know what's happening. That's it. We'd like to thank our patrons and sponsors. Without you, we could not do this. Kim, you want to give them a little, the patrons and sponsors a little school camp counselor advice?
First of all, I just want to say that was a solid intro. I think we're nailing it so far.
Yeah, 208 episodes is all it took.
That was tight.
Very good.
And my summer camp counselor advice would be, if it's not yours, don't lick it.
I mean, I was waiting for that.
Nope. But Miss Kim, no.
But Miss Kim,
no. I know all the excuses. I've thought about them all. There are exceptions, absolutely. But in this case, if it's not yours, don't lick it.
Not on today. Sorry, I accidentally gesticulated on my poor little stage potted plant. I only moved this philodendron here so you wouldn't see the mattress frame in my backyard. I called myself out. I'm just going to call myself out on it. So for the viewers, that's what's happening. I'm moving in 2 weeks. Back off. Thank you, Kayla, for the mattress frame. Don.
Yes.
Darling, please walk us through. You announced on Instagram a couple of months ago your solo project. Please talk us about when did this brainchild begin? How did that beginneth for you?
It's been a long time coming. I mean, I've been playing for over 15 years. It's weird. I moved to Austin originally to get a band off the ground. I moved here 10 years ago or so. It kind of fell through. Went into kind of a kind of awful depression, and what got me out of it was actually teaching music at the awesome Musicians Woodshed that I currently manage. But I taught there for 6 years, and basically I put a lot of my own creative endeavors on the back burner. Like I was more concerned about, you know, getting kids up to speed with their music. And then there was a good stint where I was playing bass for a lot of like country and Americana bands for money, and it kind of soul sucking. And I want to give credit to Jake Lloyd and Jake Rabin, the drummer from Jake Lloyd. He was like, "Hey, you want to jam out with us? I know you play guitar, I know you sing. Like, we think you'd be a good fit." I showed up with like not enough gear. Like these guys are pros. I showed up with like a crappy amp and a guitar, and just like jammed with them. They're like, "That's exactly what we want." They just loved what I was adding to it, and they've the most supportive band. I have been on the coattails of Jake Lloyd's success these past 2 years, and like seeing what he's done to be a local artist and like just his approach to things and his approach to just making sound decisions as an artist and being true to his vision has just inspired me to start doing it myself. So I mean, I've definitely been my own worst critic. So it's the first time I've ever gone as just my actual name, and like not a band, not playing somebody else's stuff, not doing cover. Like it's me. So,
Hell yeah.
My heart's so full. And here to the Jake Lloyd stuff, all of it.
Oh,
Agreed.
Exceptional human and everybody in that. Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
everybody. Jake Lloyd is so good that he only attracts really, really talented, incredible people. So I'm excited that you've. I'm just excited that you've gotten your own stuff going off, and that's badass. And that you're not, you know, in the suck hole of being stuck into random folk Americana bands. I heard that shade. I heard it, and I laughed my ass off with you. That was funny as hell.
I just feel like Americana should just be called guys and or girls with hats.
No. Oh my God.
I mean,
That is incredible. I truly, I also, we have a lot of like folk and Americana bands that come on here that are truly incredible.
Amazing.
But I challenge anyone in this city to look at pictures of all the folk and Americana bands in this and be like, no, I can't. And all of them will tell you the same thing. It's chicks and dudes wearing hats, and I love them all. I love them. It's a lot of hats. I don't look good in hats.
It's great, but it should be made fun of.
I mean, there are obviously like we have so many different genres on this show, and what I love so much about the Austin community is it's so like incestuous in the best way. Like everybody knows everybody else. Everyone will come out and support for each other. It doesn't matter what genre you rock with. Like they will show up and promote your stuff. They will help you out when you need it. Like that's, and here we are roasting people. That's called exposure.
Yeah.
On today's episode. Yeah.
Speaking of exposure, I'm inept with transitions today, but it is time to hear our first song from Don Denham. If you're having a good time, please go on over to PayPal and Venmo. Be sure to tip with the music for Santa emoji and the skull for tax purposes. We are going to hear the first song. Enjoy.
Thanks, guys. So as funny as I was, crapping on Americana, I'm going to be playing everything acoustic today, so here we go. This one's called The Doctor. It's about me professing my love to someone that's a big Doctor Who fan. I tried reaching them through language they understand. Backwards or forwards, maybe, someplace that we have never been. It doesn't matter to me. I probably looked a little different then. The time is upon us. We can travel back to them. Seize the day yesterday of centuries ahead. There's no place on earth, no space that I don't want to share my space with you. There's no place on earth, no space that I don't want to share my space with you. Oh, we can travel back to then. Seize the day yesterday, or centuries ahead. There's no place on earth, no space that I don't want to share my space with you. There's no place on earth, no space that I don't want to share my space with you. There's no place on earth, no space that I don't want to share my space with you. There's no place on earth, no space that I don't want to share my space with you. There's no place on earth, no space that I don't want to share my space with you. There's no place on earth, no space that I don't want to share my space with you. Thanks.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, this is so exciting. I'm so happy to have you, Dawn. This is, if you're just now joining us in the live stream, we are here, episode 208, with the incredibly talented Dawn Denham, who has just started their first official Dawn Denham titled solo project.
Yeah.
Because it's all about Dawn. We're going to turn it over to Kim and see what the hell she has to say about that. Kimberly, take it away, my darling.
All right, John, here's the hot spot question. Here's what the fans want to know. Everyone's been writing in. And when I mean everyone's been writing, I mean that all the characters in my head have been going at once, asking a lot of questions. So I've scrambled them all together and made this serial killer list of questions. Okay.
Did you scribble it with like a fist? Did you like?
You know what? Took
Just
me so
7 different
long.
handwritings.
Yeah, I actually went and got magazines and newspapers, and I just clipped out every single little letter. And this is just Mod Podge to shit. Like I just.
If she lifted that paper up and it was actually like that, what the fuck would we do about that?
Call the authorities and my mother. Immediately. Anyway.
So scary. Sorry.
So this year you got to teach at the South by Southwest music conference, and I'm so excited in the education era, which is so cool. Congrats, first of all. On your Instagram, you posted a little bit about your experience, but I'm going to lean a little bit more detail about the My Girl ukulele moment that happened.
Okay.
There wasn't a video evidence of that, so I need. How did that happen?
Okay. So there is an app called Whirly that is basically like a really cool. It's basically a teacher's aid. Like it pretty much makes a whole lesson plan, and like there's ways that you can kind of like video yourself playing to like do different, like to achieve different goals. It's super neat. Anyway, so they came to the school that I work at, and they were looking for someone like, hey, we need someone that plays ukulele that can show a bunch of people, because the event was Sip and Strum, and they got like 100 ukuleles and a wine that the founder of that company made. And so they're like, hey, come drink wine and learn how to play ukulele. Here's the funny thing about ukuleles. They have plastic strings. They do not, they don't stay in tune. So like an army of ukuleles will just not sound, it's kind of, it was great. It's a pretty simple instrument to kind of teach. It's like very small, like
I have one in my closet right now. Yeah.
Sure. And like, the thing is that my girl, so I did not plan on teaching my girl. I just literally had to think of something on top of my head because we got through what we were supposed to do, the presentation. Everyone was already 2 lines in and like wanting to do more and like, do another song. I'm like, yeah, my girl. And like, so pretty much we're just strumming C and F. And I was just like, they're not going to get to the chorus. It's fine. Just strum C, everybody. And like, it was a whole lot of fun.
I have a very quick question. And
Sure.
I do believe that maybe we cannot blame the strings on this one.
Okay.
I do believe that it takes 2 hands to play the ukulele.
Yes, it does.
And it
Absolutely.
takes at least 1 hand to drink wine. How in the hell are you supposed to sip and strum? What in the wacky doodle straw do you need to like you're just sitting there like I don't understand that. How do you do that? That's okay. Like the paint ones, that makes sense. You only need 1 hand to do either one of those.
I would say that it's maybe the order we should do that rather than a challenge, but I like actually sit and strum. Yeah, maybe sit then strum would have been a bit more correct.
I took it as a direct
like,
do it once
like,
at the same time.
But then it would have been like shots and strum.
Yeah. Well, what was really great about that whole event afterwards is it's a whole bunch of educators during that first South by EDU, and they were saying like this was the most fun convention. Thank you so much. And like the thing is that apparently because we were like the last conference of the day, and they're like it was all about like racial injustice in the school system. It was and like all things that they like needed to do, but it was like like talking about gun violence in schools, things
heavy.
of that. It was like, I mean, just a really heavy day. And you could tell they walked in and they were just like having like it's like the first time someone sees like Schindler's List and you just see like that look like, oh. So yeah, you're going to need a minute, man. I'm sorry. And like, but then afterwards they got to drink some wine and forget about it and play a silly little instrument. So it was great.
White people going in, getting woke and just like leaving like, whew. Someone's just like, yeah. Try being a person of color. Ooh.
Yeah, believe me. Like,
A lot to unpack.
My kind are why we're in this mess. I'm sorry on behalf of everybody.
Well, a really good
we're going to title this Don Denham Apologizes.
Don Denham, universal blame. And
it's good. You should put that on your next poster for your shows.
Sure.
Yeah. A follow-up question to that would be, do you remember like some of the first songs that you learned to play on ukulele?
Yeah, ukulele I actually picked up when I was teaching guitar because I wanted to teach another instrument, and like it was really it's a lot of the same patterns.
Okay.
What's cool is that a ukulele is the same, or if you put a capo on 5, sorry, I'm about to teach everybody. If you put a capo on 5, the last 4 strings of a guitar are basically a ukulele. Yeah, so it's a lot of similar patterns. And
Nice.
I'm trying to think, like, I mean, of course, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. There's a great song by the Morning Benders. It escapes me. It's super great. I don't know. It's off of the Big Echo album. It's a great band. They didn't last very long. I think they only did like 2 albums. But the Morning Benders, Excuse, I think that was the name of the song. Anyways, that's one of my first ones. It was just a ton that I've always loved. So
yeah,
that's
because I don't know how to play the guitar, but I tried to learn. And when I mean learn, I mean teach myself how to play the ukulele. And the first songs, and I just go straight for it. I just go straight for the throat. I'm like, okay, I'll like figure out what the notes and all that stuff
Kim,
is.
you're
I
good.
just want to go for it.
You're good, Kim.
Well, and so I learned. Thank you. First of all, thank you. But yeah, so I learned "What's Up" by 4 Non Blondes, and then "When I Think About You," I Touch Myself. So those are the first songs that I was like, these are the first my go-to. So I know that those are like the unusual songs that you would hear on a ukulele?
Uh, I had a playlist where it's like, when I think about you, I touch myself, and right underneath it was "Come on, Eileen," and I think that may be my two favorites. It's kind of like, we are the champions followed by, or we will rock you followed by we are the champions. They just have to play right after each other.
Wait, Mark, what's that?
Wow.
Dun, 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 dun. Bob, what is that song called?
Oh, rock band, Messages from the Stars.
Messages from the Stars. I get messages from the stars too. Okay. I'm not. This is the highest key recommendation I've ever. This is what I want to hear you play on the ukulele. I don't know how the hell you would do it, but if you could figure it out, Kimberly. Messages from the Stars, raw beat. Raw band.
All right.
Raw band. Okay.
Got it.
One album. It was David Bowie's producer. It's on the jukebox at our corner bar, and it is the bop of the millennia. I'm just gonna put that out there. Just no one knows about it yet. Chris,
oh my gosh.
Now. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, since we're already talking about covers, I would say is that I want to know, because you have other covers that you did. I Want It That Way and Baby Come Back, which are great songs to hear on acoustic. Fantastic. So I want to know which band, artist, or music genre should be the next to get a jukebox musical made about them.
Oh, good question.
Like a full band turned into a Broadway musical kind of.
Yeah. So because Green Day, they have
ABBA.
Green Day was the weirdest one. It's just hearing somebody because to me, Basket Case was one of the first songs I ever learned to play on guitar and sing at the same time. I'll always have a soft spot for Green Day, but hearing Green Day without a guitar is a little weird. Let me think. I think you could probably make a really good musical out of. Oh God, I think Doja Cat would be a real fun one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, me more as the climax or whatever, and it's
yes.
Yeah, I mean, Say So, such a good opener. Bruno Mars would be a great one. That because so much of the stuff is basically it's everyone else's music.
Yeah,
I love him, but what's it? Leave the Door Open's basically a Commodore song.
Yes.
Grenade is basically the Police. It's great. I love it. I'm not crapping. I think he's great. I think that would probably be the easiest one. Bruno Mars or Doja Cat.
Love that, because Alanis Morissette already has hers, but I was thinking so more. I don't know, I would like to see a Celine Dion one, but that's just because I'm full of feelings, and my cat is named Celine Dion. Okay.
Also, Adele's would be too sad.
Yeah, I'm not here to watch Spring Awakening. It sucks.
Stop. Don Denham, do not get me started on Spring Awakening. We will start a whole ass podcast.
I've already talked about this yesterday with my interns, and I was like, we have to get back to our jobs. We can't just talk about Spring Awakening as much as I would love to.
Join us for the after pod where we spend 45 minutes talking about I can't.
And then
its political relevancies to today.
Oh my God. Purple summer. Okay, anyway. One last question before we get to two more songs from Denham. I'm so excited. And also, I bet you get this a lot, but every time I say your name, I want to sing it.
Oh, thanks.
And again, Denham.
Yeah. Dun, Denham, Denham, dun, Denham, Denham, Denham. Anyway, so this past March.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, if we could all do that, what if that was a thing that we would all sing each other's names, and it was all we had a way to sing our name, that would be yours, and then they were Kim Stacy. I don't know what that tune was, but I just wanted that anyway. So this past March.
It's got to be a country song. I'm sorry, it just has to be.
It has to be.
Probably.
It has to be.
So it's going to be real good.
It's going to be really good. Okay, you were a special guest on the podcast Movies for When.
Yes.
And your episode was Movies for When It's a Clusterfuck. And you guys talked about There Will Be Blood, The Final Girls, and Death to Smoochie. So, which are all... so I wanted to know, which one did you think is the most cluster ducky out of all of them?
Sure. So we all picked. So the whole thing was, one of the co-hosts was getting married. So our buddy Denny, who's the other co-host, he's like, "Hey, I want you on. Pick a movie." And so we had one guy pick like the super serious art house film classic, There Will Be Blood. The other one's The Final Girls, which is basically a take on Friday the 13th. And then my favorite, I'd say, I'll just go on a hill and say it's my favorite movie, Death to Smoochie, and which is basically a play on Barney the dinosaur. But it's directed by Danny DeVito. It is an underrated Robin Williams performance, and one of the best examples of positive masculinity in Edward Norton's character. Like, just a guy that just wants to do good for no other reason than to do good.
Yep.
I will die on a hill for that movie, but it is an absolute cluster because they're like, "Hey, do you know what?"
Why are you so ready with that?
Wait.
Oh my God.
For the podcasters, it was just like right to the left of Dawn.
It never leaves my side. No. It's
Just like, you use it like just, as a paperweight and like for everything. You're like, I need it always with me.
absolutely.
Love it.
I write it off of my taxes. I'm like, this is my emotional support smoochie.
If someone hasn't gotten Donna Smoochie, someone needs to get Donna Smoochie right now. A stuffed Smoochie.
What if I was just like,
Alexa.
and you know what we have for you right now, Dawn? And I just pulled one out from nowhere. What? You really whipped that out. That was prepared.
Man.
It is so. I mean, that movie goes from, let's do kind of a critique on how messed up kids' television is, to, hey, what if kids' television was the mob? Also, what if one of them was a Nazi? Which is funny, which is weirder in retrospect, considering we had a president that kind of endorsed it. And like, so it's like, it's got like this weird pre 9/11 cynicism.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I don't know if anyone really needed that. I don't know if anyone needed an edgy take on Barney the dinosaur.
Yes, we did. 100%.
But also, I don't know, there's I think there's some really great performances out of it, but really, like, the thing I realized how much that movie meant to me, like, I'm going to get a tattoo of it. It's somewhere. You can't change the world, but you can make a dent. And as a millennial that was told, hey, follow your dreams and everything's fine, when it is not. And it's like this really high stakes, like, oh, it's not like, that's the first, like, reasonable bit of advice that I heard of, like, hey,
Yes.
be perfect, but you can still do good, and that means that's still rings true to my heart. So, yes.
Yes.
And the church said Denham.
And
That's damn, my dude. Damn.
That's like, I will go into much or too deep of conversations about the philosophy of Death to Smoochie.
No, honestly, I think most people don't understand that. Like, even movies targeted at children or maybe like a non-political audience are so heavily influenced in like, no, we're trying to make you mad about something so that you do something about it. Like that's the beauty of like comedy. You get mad about it. I don't know, vote, whatever the people
about all art. Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
I guess to me, that's like what I love about like any sort of creative medium is just like, to me, the best art is the art that best communicates its idea, regardless of what that idea is. I think the art that I find less appealing is like the art that's kind of up its own ass, like where it's just like, and not because I don't get it or that I think it's bad. I'm glad they made something, but they clearly made something for themselves, and then are like being dicks that you don't get it. It's like, well, you didn't meet me halfway, dude. Like that's the like Von Trier, beating the hell out of Willem Dafoe's penis. I'm like, I don't want this. I don't get it. Like, this is something
the banana on the duct tape, or that time that Kim and I made my podcats dream happen. Look it up on YouTube. Podcats, not podcast. Podcats. Meow.
Hit the link, subscribe.
That's things. Sometimes art doesn't have to be important or say anything.
That's
Sometimes
true.
it has to be stupid as a motherfucker.
Oh my God.
You communicated your idea, and that's what matters.
You're here.
Yeah, I would, or like one time, Kim, remember the lady penis? And then Huffington Post picked it up. Kim and I were both in this sketch. Actually, this is the first time that Kim and I met, but not really. We were both cast in the sketch. And it was a sketch that was like, what if we gave cisgendered women packing material to make it look like they had bulges to intimidate men in their workplaces?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds transphobic. It's not. If it makes you feel transphobic and Nikki, then you're probably a transphobe and you have a problem with a lady. But like that, but we went viral on Huffington Post and we were made fun of on like Fox News. And it was like, if people were super mad about that, like they're not. No, you make good art. That's
also
art.
On the same note. I'm also when my friends are like, when I mean my friends, like people who are just becoming my friends and don't know a lot about me. And they're like, well, like, what would happen if I Googled your name? And I'm like, whoa. Well, the answer is a lot. But first of all, one of the videos that you're going to see is probably a video sketch that I did with a bunch of comedy geniuses in Austin, but it's called A Guy Jacking Off at You. And it's either jacking or jerking. I can never remember. But anyway, it was a true like.
It's not with. It's
No. Correct.
Dramatically.
I can say from experience, it is not with, it is at. For sure. But you should look that up when you look up lady penis. Just go on. Just do a twofer.
Just don't Google my mugshot. That's all I ask.
Huh?
Or something. It'll be great.
It'll be great. Yeah. And then just end it there. Don't go into a deeper Kim Stacy rabbit hole. Anyway, I think now is a great time for two songs.
To Google Kim Stacy.
For us to take a break to Google our names and then maybe write Google about taking some of that shit off. And we'll hear two songs from Don Denham. I've never heard anything better. What a great idea. We love you all.
Amen.
I'm happy to be the soundtrack of you scrubbing your internet history, which is going to be the name of this song. So this is a song called Move On. Originally I wrote this song just kind of as a bitter person that always feels like somebody else's therapist that's underpaid. But it actually has become pretty prevalent for my sister who's going through a divorce. So I always dedicate the song to her because it's a song about just kind of getting through something. But anyways, it's on Spotify and everything, but here it is. Baby, don't you call my name no more. I am sick of being your recourse. If you could find somebody else, live in your sweet hell. Move on. Move on. Move on. Baby, you're the habit I must break. Spotify and stuff. So let's see. I've got a couple other tunes. Yeah, this one will work. This is brand new. I haven't recorded this one or played this before. It's about a lot of the just kind of the struggles I've had with putting or having depression and putting too many depressants in my body. So this is me kind of correcting that. I've always thought of drinking as kind of like a specter that haunts you. So that's kind of what this song's about. It's a song called Gone Again. Dancing motion, stuck in time, like a ghost that haunts this fragile mind. I don't know what it wants or why it's here to torture me again. It's getting darker, it's getting colder. I can see my breath again. Then I shoulder my tightened shoulder. I see that scene again, that pain again, the violence, the island, the medium, a medium. I feel it then. It's gone again. It's gone again, again, again. It's gone again, again, again. It's gone again. It's gone again. That goes forward, stuck in time. Haunts us forward, reaches yours and mine. 'Cause your Holy Spirit or demonic specter, go back from which you came. It's getting darker, it's getting colder. I can see my breath again. And I look over my tightened shoulder. I see that scene again, that pain again, the violence, the idling, a medium, a medium. I feel it then. It's gone again. 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 It's getting darker. It's getting colder. I see it. And then I face it. I embrace it. I see that scene again. That pain again. The island. The island. A medium. I'm feeling it. A medium. It's gone again. It's gone again, again, again. It's gone again, again, again. It's gone again. It's gone again. It's gone again, again, again. It's gone again, again, again. It's gone again. It's gone again. That one's brand new. Thanks. I'm still working on that one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
Thanks. It's definitely the most My Chemical Romance-y song I have.
I'm
You
here for
have
it.
no idea how good that is.
Dawn, I'm going to send you this TikTok I sent a friend of mine earlier today about how certain My Chemical Romance songs are basically just ragtime songs. They're the same.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I don't know dick about music theory. But So it is time for our game. And because I figured you are we have a lot of people that come onto the show that have played in various bands that they maybe have drummed for somebody, they played bass for somebody, or they did backup for someone else and they came back onto their solo project. And it is a blessing. And I love it so much because like I said, what I love so much about this community is it's so intertwined. So my quiz for you today is I'm calling it solo or no, that's a lot of people. I'm going to give you a situation. It's like a would you rather.
Okay, got it.
And you're going to tell me, would you rather do this solo or would you rather do it with a bunch of people?
Okay.
It makes sense.
This is what I've been waiting for.
Chris just like trepidatiously laughed on the God mic, like, oh God.
Okay.
First of all, this is a children's show, so I don't know what the hell you're thinking.
We talked about Death and Smoochie. It's about, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Would you rather kill a puppet with a bunch of people? No, okay.
Or do it alone.
Who's gonna be pissed?
Don't
Chris?
get us started.
Oh, well, that's fair. Fragile Rock's gonna be pissed. No, Fragile Rock, they're fine.
It's got right in the name.
It's right there. Okay, Don, would you
you
rather go on a group date or a solo date?
Oh, solo date. Absolutely. I don't want to see what people's weird tendencies are on dates, and I don't want them to see mine. Like, already. So here's the thing with dates, as you'll know pretty quickly before it's about to be a date, or is this just about to be a shitty job interview that you have to pay for?
Oh,
Nice. Like, oh, what do you do? How long have you been doing it? Who's paying for this? Like, I don't know.
See,
and
I feel
that's
like
why I don't go on dates anymore.
Well, Kim, I feel like maybe I think I might be able to get Kim on my team with this one. Kim and I watch a lot of terrible dating shows.
Love
and
it.
Group date episodes are always the most fun because if you're having a terrible time on your date, you can always just start a fight with somebody else. Like
100%.
Theory here. Okay.
You can divert.
I like group dating later, like in a relationship. It's definitely not a first date, never not once.
Oh,
but
yeah, it's kind of a fun group. It's kind of like people that go into D&D. Like, you have to have a good group. You have to have a DM that cares. You have to have people that are committed. Because if you have like two people that are like, I don't know, I roll a 6, I do a dagger.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. This takes too much time. I don't want,
Yeah, you knew it though when he named his elf Chet. Like, you're not here for this, man. Get out.
I do like the idea of like, it's kind of like how you can, like in New Orleans, where you can buy a drink and then just leave the bar and go to a different bar with that drink. It's like the same thing with group dating. It's just like, well, this person's boring. What's this person about? or even like double dating, because I don't think it works that way in that case.
I don't think you understand what group dates are.
I will say
it's not a swingers party.
I went on a group date once. I had two of my friends that met guys on Tinder that I had also met, like their friends on Tinder. And I was so nauseous because I was so nervous that I met like 3 new people as opposed to 1 new person. And I have really bad social anxiety. So I didn't eat and I drank 1 more beer than I should have. And I had a DUI. So maybe group date, I'm like talking myself out of a group date, but that's not a good choice. I did get laid, but I did get a DUI. That is, anti-group date. I think we're ending on anti-group date.
It sounds like we're all going on a group date.
Oh, I love that. Oh my God, Chris, bring the dogs. Oh, that'll be so exciting. Okay, here's the next one, Dawn. Okay. Are you a group project person or a solo working on the project for school person?
So how most of the group projects went with me, where I would just be like, all right, you give me $5, you give me $5, you give me $5. I'm just going to do it. I got it. Like, I'll just take care of it. So I'll go solo on that. Because if I fail, then it's just me. I don't want to bring anyone down with me.
See, you and I in a group project together, I'm like, I could fucking do it for $250.
Did she just like turn off her camera for that? That's
That was
the
a great
best way to exit. That was perfect. I don't know what happened, but I'm so excited for this story for when she comes back. Like, no, it was like something with, maybe it was, she went too far. Maybe it made her computer fall over.
Maybe the battery or charger or something.
She's calling. Oh no, she's calling Chris, y'all. we're waiting to hear.
Go.
Screw this. Okay, we're coming back. We're back. She's gonna call me? What happened?
Fantastic.
Oh my God. Hold on.
Don't panic. I didn't die, but my computer did. Apparently, if you use not Apple products on an Apple computer, things die.
Interesting. Good to know.
I have honestly no idea why it's not popping back on. This is very interesting. What in gay hell?
This has to
Well,
go.
this is in the show because it's live.
Yeah, this is
Yeah. So, wait, shall we? You know what? How about here? Let me Wait, are you streaming on your phone?
No. So hold on. Let me take my earbuds out so then you you can hear them because I just have you on speaker right now. This is great.
This is stupid. I don't really understand. It's not like it was dead. It was plugged in. My computer was plugged in.
It's okay. It's good. All right. So do you have one last question? That was a song.
Yeah, 100%. My last question, and you kind of brought it up earlier, would you rather participate in a group horror film or would you rather be solo terrified? Like, are you like Exorcist or are you like House of Wax?
Like go
definitely.
Like, would you rather like be in a? Would you rather be the one person, or would you rather be in a team full of people?
I think really the best thing about horror movies is the friends you make along the way. I always like the group setting.
Beautiful.
I did it in the most camp counselor way I could. The Camp Crystal Lake, for that matter. That's too much. I'm sorry.
No, it was perfect.
I like the group. I think there's always got to be one moment where it's like, we should split up. You're right. We'll cover more ground, and then they all die. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I agree because there's more chances of your survival if you're in a group. Because then you're going to get the idiots who are like, oh, yeah, let me hide behind this lamp. And you're like, I can see you, Ed. But like.
Oh, we're in this dangerous haunted house where people are dying. Want to make out in the shower naked? Yes.
Absolutely. That is a fantastic idea.
Right.
I feel like I don't really want to watch everybody die, but I also know that the movie would be about 3.5 seconds long if I was the only person involved.
Totally.
I would get the hell out of there.
No, mine would be at least like an hour and a half. Because I put up a fight.
Like, bye.
I'd be like trying to understand it.
There's a lot of reasoning. Who hurt you?
Have you been murdering long? Is this a date?
Who's paying? I think this is a great place to go for our last song. From Don Denham. Please make sure to go and show him some love on all of those cashy appies and do a fist pump I always just fisting. It's just always fisting. Anyway, the fist bump and, and the skull emoji. Yeah. Anyway, here's our last time before we cut the live stream and go to our Patreon exclusive CIMP.LIVE. You know what to do. Love you all.
So this is going to be my next single. It's actually going to be my first full band single that I'll be releasing on Spotify soon, probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm getting artwork and stuff. But it's a song called No Man's Land, and this is the first time I'm like playing it on a digital medium. So this is an exclusive for Music Firsthand. Thank you guys so much for having me, and here's No Man's Land. Crashing like the waves, the chaos of the storm, it's what I'm heading toward. Cast off from the board, abandoning a home, and search for the unknown. I'm in no man's land, no rush to go home, drifting place to place, better off alone. I'm picking up the pieces of someone I used to know. I choose where to stay and where I go. I'm searching this abyss, memories we share, bitter words we missed. I admit I'm scared, not of what I have to face, what I would regret if I just remained. I'm in no man's land, and no rush to go home. I'm drifting place to place, I'm better off alone. I'm picking up the pieces of someone I used to know. I choose where I stay and where I go. Monsters of the deep, with their ugly head, they're chewing at the whole, they're clawing at the mast. I will right the ship through the violent waves. It may take all I have, it may take all I have, take all I have, take all I have, take all I have, all I Thanks, guys. Hope that didn't clip the mic. Oh,
Doesn't
cool.
matter. Does not matter. It was fire.
Thanks.
It was amazing. Becky Joe. Hopefully she didn't miss that song. I don't think she did. I think Breck's watching it. But anyway.
It'll be released soon.
And you can rewatch this episode on many platforms. Please go and visit Dawn at all the places. Where can we follow you?
At Don_Denham is pretty much everything. On Facebook, it's Don Denham Music. That's really the only one that is different. Everything else, yeah, Don_Denham. Instagram is where I'm most active. I do have a website, dondenham.com, but Spotify, Apple Music, all of it helps. So thank you guys.
Yes, please. And she's connecting. Becky just connecting.
It always happens during my group dates.
She's trying. Bless. Oh, yay! You did it. We just he just told us where to follow him. So end it out. You got it.
I don't know, my most sincerest apologies for living shittiest of shitty apartments with some of the worst connectivity in the history of whatever. I don't know why they literally think I denounced it to, I think my plug-in fried my computer. I think that's what happened. It just keeps telling me that it's overheated and it's not taking a charge. So
Let it cool down.
Probably fine.
Don't chat. Yeah. Put it in the refrigerator. It's gonna be okay. You know what? It was a dramatic, entertaining episode.
Yes.
For all of us on all ends.
for all parties involved. That's how it works.
Anyway, thank you, Livestream. We will see you when our CIMP Patreon exclusive. Thank you so much. We love you.